Right then, imagine a scenario. You are Sweden, you have a very long coastline, you have a great deal of forest, you have a rather large, historically unpredictable neighbour. For much of the 20th century, you needed a way to defend your airspace without going bankrupt or relying on anyone else. The solution was ingenious and involved a lot of flat-pack thinking. Out of this necessity came two jet fighters, the Saab 37 Viggen and its successor, the Saab JAS 39 Gripen, if you had to pick one, which is actually the better machine. Like choosing between a classic Volvo 240 estate and a new Polestar. Both are deeply Swedish, but from entirely different worlds. The Viggen is a proper Cold War bruiser. Let's get started. The fundamental difference between these two jets lies in their intended role. The Viggen was a product of a very clear and present danger. Sweden feared a sudden overwhelming invasion, most likely from the sea. Therefore, the Viggen system was optimized for one thing: a rapid, devastating counterstrike. The AJ-37 attack variant was the core of the fleet, designed to obliterate enemy ships with massive anti-ship missiles, crater enemy airfields. The JA-37 fighter version came later, specifically to counter high-altitude bombers. Fighter escorts, each version of the Viggen was a specialist, honed for its task with remarkable precision. The Gripen's mission is far broader. By the time it was being designed, the nature of conflict was changing. Air forces needed to do more with less. The Gripen was therefore built to be a jack of all trades and a master of them too, hopefully. Under the skin, the differences continue. The Viggen was powered by a single, enormous Volvo RM8 engine. This was a Swedish version of a Pratt & Whitney engine, but with a massive afterburner bolted on the back. It produced a colossal amount of thrust, enabling the Viggen to reach speeds of over Mach 2. More importantly, it was fitted with a thrust reverser, the sort of thing you usually see on a passenger jet. This allowed the Viggen to slam on the brakes after landing, enabling it to stop on a runway just 500 meters long. It was an extraordinary piece of engineering, allowing a Mach 2 fighter to operate like a bush plane. The Gripen also uses a single engine, the Volvo RM12, which is a development of the General Electric F404 engine found in the FA-18 Hornet. While it doesn't have a thrust reverser, the Gripen relies on its canards and large air brakes to slow down. The engine is incredibly reliable and fuel efficient. So, what about the pointy end of things, the avionics, the weapons? The Viggen, for its time, was incredibly advanced. One of the first with a digital central computer to help the pilot manage the mission. Its powerful radar, optimized for finding ships at sea. Targets on the ground, even in terrible weather. It carried Swedish-made missiles that were very effective, but it was largely a closed system. The Gripen, however, is a fully digital network-centric machine. Advanced data links that share information instantly with other aircraft and ground controllers. The pilot has a god's-eye view of the battlefield. This digital brain lets the Gripen use a huge variety of modern weapons. American AMRAAMs, European Meteor long-range missile. The latest Gripen E has an even more advanced AESA radar. Passive infrared sensors that can spot enemy aircraft without giving away its own position. In terms of sheer cost, there is no contest. The Viggen was expensive to build and notoriously thirsty to operate. The Gripen, by contrast, has the lowest operating cost of any modern Western fighter. Brazil, South Africa, Thailand, Czech Republic, Hungary. So after all that, who wins? It feels unfair to declare an outright winner. They are both brilliant answers to their eras. The Gripen gets the nod.